Every time I start talking about all the reasons the market is overvalued, somebody demands a specific date.
Well, if you're so smart, when will the next stock market crash happen? I want an exact date and time. I want to know right now. Tell me.
I get asked this question all of the time, and I'm about to release a mini-series analyzing several different signs of a stock market crash. So I'm anticipating a flood of these type of demands. Well, here's my answer. Hey there. If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Steven Spicer, and my goal is to help you build your rapidly growing, highly diversified net worth one video at a time. Specifically, this video is going to be a part of a mini-series analyzing different metrics and ratios that historically have signaled an imminent crash. If that sounds like something that would be helpful for you, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. And be sure to click on the link right at the top of the description to access the full playlist. Now, I think my answer to this question often frustrates my interrogators, and here it is. I wouldn't be surprised if a crash happens 5 days from now, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it happens 5 years from now. I don't know.
No.
What? Because I think the quest to identify the specific day, month, or even year is a futile one. I'm always super confused when otherwise brilliant economists provide very specific predictions, even when they're just narrowing it down to a target year. And at some point, when the crash does happen, the ones who happened to be right will be lauded as financial prophets and can then sell 1 million copies of their next book. I don't know their motive, but it's frustrating to see. You see, I don't care how brilliant you are, how in tune with macroeconomics and the underpinnings of the markets. There are just too many unknowables for anyone to know when with 100% certainty. Here's a big part of the problem. The equation would have some unpredictable elements anyway, but when you account for people actively trying to do whatever they possibly can to prevent any sign whatsoever of an economic problem, a crash, the whole thing becomes completely impossible to predict. It's dangerous to doubt the financial wizardry and machinations of the powers that be. The system is rife with moral hazard. They have incentive to kick the proverbial can down the road, even if that means a worse crash in the future. So no, I'm sorry, but I don't have the answer to that question. And anyone who does is lying. There is no way to know when it is going to happen in the future, even if they turn out to be correct, because somebody inevitably will. So anytime you hear me reference a sign that the market is overvalued and due for a crash, I'm in no way predicting when that's going to happen. I'm merely presenting you with facts in an effort to help you better prepare for whatever happens. You see, just because you can't know exactly when the crash will happen, that doesn't mean you should not proceed with caution. I'm reminded of an example commonly proposed by Nassim Taleb in his book, Fooled by Randomness. Are you familiar with Russian roulette? A 6-shooter revolver with 1 bullet. You spin the cylinder, you point the gun at your own head, and then you pull the trigger. Now, if somebody told you that if you play and you live, they'll give you $10 million, is that a good bet? Hopefully you can agree with me that it's not, and would decide to not play. But then, if you took the gun, pointed it safely away, pulled the trigger, only to find out that the bullet was not in the chamber, would you then be mad at me for telling you that it was a bad idea? For presenting you with the risks involved? After all, if you had just played and ignored or been ignorant of the risks, you'd now be $10 million richer.
God, I didn't turn down $10 million.
Hopefully you can understand that that doesn't mean you made the wrong decision by not playing. The same goes for the market. It very well may not crash this year. It may not crash next year or the year after, but the market not crashing in no way reduces the risks involved with investing. It in no way means that you'd be wrong to take action today to prepare. And that's my ultimate goal with this, to help you crash-proof your assets, your life savings. In fact, I created a crash-proof resource guide and checklist that you can download at crashproofguide.com. It'll be a living, growing resource that you can keep coming back to as you continue to strengthen different areas of your portfolio. And as we continue to find more resources to help you along the way. Again, you can go to crashproofguide.com if you're interested. Here's a quick question for you. When do you think the next crash will happen? Be specific. I know, I obviously get tired of that question too, but just for fun, here's a chance for you to log your answer in the annals of YouTube history and accurately predict the next crash. If you all comment, surely one of you will be the next great financial prophet who can point to the comment section of this video in your CNBC interview to say, see, I called it. I knew it was going to happen exactly on that day and time. Give me your best guess, and I'll see you in the comments. Now, if you're excited about this new mini-series, I hope you'll take a second to let me know with a like. Hopefully you can see the value that comes with being a member of this community. So if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. I'll see you in the next video.